Hello, everyone, and welcome to day two of our Creating the Lasting Love of Your Dreams 4-day live event with me, Namita Purohit. I am a leadership and life coach, and I'm here to serve you today and the next 2 days. So, this is a 4-day event over the different aspects that you need to take care of as you fulfill and try to fulfill this dream, this beautiful dream of creating the lasting love of your dreams. Yesterday was day one, and we talked about the importance of self love in the whole process of building that lasting love, and how when we don't have love for ourselves, it's impossible to have a good relationship, or it's impossible to attract the right partners in our lives. That's what we discussed. And for those of you who want to know more about that, I believe the link is somewhere in the description, or you could go to my YouTube channel, Namita Purohit, and find the latest video on the topic. And why was self love so important? Because when you love yourself, you have a higher standard of how you want to be treated in relationships. So you automatically, it becomes like an automatic boundary for you to repel certain types of relationships, or for you to feel repelled in certain types of relationships. And when you have self love, you don't feel uh, even if it's a regular relationship, and as I said, that everyone has a different style in the which the way they love each other, and how they do different things for each other, and then we feel frustrated and angry when we don't get it in a certain way, but the partner's not aware, and all of that, right? So when we have self love, we don't feel abandoned, neglected, and frustrated in relationships, right? Because we have ourselves, and we're taking care of ourselves, and we're taking care of our needs and feelings. So we approach a relationship from a whole and a complete space. And that's what, your partner also, when they are also whole and complete, then you have a beautiful relationship where you're able to enhance each other. Yes. So that's what we talked about yesterday. Today we're going to talk about that. Yes, I could do all that self love, and I can do all those things, but we still have some karmic baggage. We still have relationship karma from our previous lifetimes, which is manifesting, or previous generations, which is manifesting in this lifetime. And because of that, even if we can do all the self love and everything, and like, take care of ourselves, but still the relationships can be tough and can be difficult. So what do we do about that? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to share three stories of one of my client to another real life person who's very popular, and another story from the books that I'm going to share with you about how people were stuck in this relationship karma, and then when they carried out certain steps, they were able to break free from this relationship karma and experience peace and love again in their life. Yes, it is possible. And that's what we're going to cover. And I want to make the announcement that this is part of my promotions for the different courses that I have on relationships over here. And we are running a pre Black Friday sale. I'm trying to get the links for you here. So we're running a pre Black Friday sale. Yesterday, I gave you the details about the self love program and the different discounts, and like, not, there were no discounts, but different special offers available. Today we're also launching the Break Free from Relationship Karma course. And there is a special bonus offer, a launch offer, like where you get it at a very special promo price. And for those who know me, know that when I'm launching a program, and the price at which I give it out when I'm launching the program, you never ever get it at that price again. So I have shared the link over there with the details. And if you use the coupon code Black Friday, you get $100 off, or 10,000 rupees off on that course. This is valid till Sunday, November 17th, 10 a.m. PST, 11:30 p.m. IST. And there are some three special bonuses that I'm offering also for those who join before November 15th. This is early. So the special price is on till November 17th, but those who join by November 15th also get three very special bonuses. That is, they get a group coaching call with me, to get their questions answered and get coached on healing their relationship karma. Then you also get a special guided meditation to heal your relationship karma. And thirdly, you get my inner circle contact list of special service providers that would give you that wholesome experience of you in and you know in you in overcoming your relationship karma. So I just wanted you to know that. And now we get into the slides of the program today that we're talking about, and we're talking about this essence. So I just wanted to make sure I do the announcement early on so that you don't tell me that, hey, you didn't tell me in the beginning, right? So today we're going to talk about break free from relationship karma, and this is part of my promotions for the launch of the break free from relationship karma course. And let's get into it. So this is a very popular person. He's also an author. His name is Mark Wallen, and this is a story that he has covered in his book. It's his personal story, and he talks about how he was getting blind. There's a spotty kind of blindness that was happening to him. And he was trying a lot, going to different doctors, trying to figure out what's happening. And, no, there was no solution to that. And then he was, going through different ashrams and meeting different gurus. And he happened to meet a guru in Southeast Asia. And he happened to meet a guru in Rishikesh. And both of them, even without him expressing anything, without him talking anything about his blindness and about the difficulty that he was facing, without any of that, they just told him directly that, hey, you need to go back and make peace with your mother and your father. That was the lesson he got. And he was like, no, listen to me. I'm getting blind. I'm getting this. I'm getting that. He's like, just go and make peace with your mother and father. And that hit him hard. The whole the mysticism of it hit him very hard. But also, what hit him very hard was that he had not even talked about it. He had not even done, expressed anything, and they somehow knew what was happening to him. But the thing is that he was estranged from his parents for many, many, many years, right? There was no talking, there wasn't on talking terms, wasn't on informing them where he was, wasn't on telling them about his whereabouts. There was no communication, there was no care, there was no nurturing, nothing was happening over there. And there was some kind of karma that had developed over there, right? And then he decided to follow those gurus' advice because he was in a desperate situation. When do you join a coaching program? When do you go to an astrologer? When do you go to a doctor? You go only when it's like, I can't manage it on my own. So similarly, he went to somebody, and smarter people don't wait till the end. They go early on so that they don't have to go through that trouble and waste of time because there are better things to do. So he went and he was like getting blind and he wanted to do anything so that he could get his eyesight back. So he went back and started making peace with his parents. And as he started making peace with his parents and starting to understand them understanding him, a lot of forgiveness, a lot of understanding, a lot of exchanges, a lot of anger expressed, about frustrations expressed, all of that going on, he also discovered that this was not the only generation in which he had this wounding from his mother. It was a karmic pattern that was coming down to him over generations. So there was this relationship karma that he had in this lifetime and previous lifetime with whoever his mother and father were. But there was also relationship karma that was traveling down from one generation to the other. Mind blowing, isn't it? And as he worked on healing it with his parents, and as he worked on, accepting and working on his relationship with his ancestors, and we teach all of that in the course, he was able to start regaining his eyesight back. This is a live person, Mark Wallen. You can go and look him up, right? Isn't it amazing? Because we think of our current lives as uh, we think that, why is this happening to me? I'm being so good to this person. Why is this person behaving badly with me? Why are they not nice to me? I'm doing such great things to them. I am talking nicely to them. I'm behaving nicely with them. Everything. But why am I still getting brickbats from this person? And the answer is relationship karma. It's like if you're watching something on Netflix, if you're watching something on Prime, you say whatever your favorite show is, right? And I like to take the example of the show The Family Man, from India, which was like very popular all over Netflix. And if you just watched season 2 of that show without watching season 1, you would wonder why his wife is behaving so badly with him and so rudely with the hero, right? And then why is she going out, and why is she like getting attracted to another man, and like what's going on over there? right? And you'll be like, oh, something's wrong with this woman. Why is she behaving like this? Why is she not talking to him properly? Why is she ghosting him and still being his wife? And why is she doing all that? And oh my God, the family man, the hero, he Shrikant, he looks so sad, and there's so much suffering going on for him, but he's such a nice husband. He's doing everything she wants. But it's only when you watch season one you realize that, yeah, he was, because of his career, as a special, in the research, like, in the Indian spy. He had a certain type of job. He couldn't be available for her, couldn't be there with her, and I couldn't do things for her the way a regular husband would. And that's what made her upset. And that's what made her behave the way she did. Right? But you can't understand that unless you watch season one. Similarly, whatever is happening in your current life, there is a season one to it. You're probably on season 10. And all the characters you are with, there was a season one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, millions of lifetimes that you've had with them, and that you've, had this karmic, deaths and some interaction and all of that going on, and because of which they are upset with you, or because of which you are getting a tit for tat. And that's what's going on in your life. And Mark Wallen was able to resolve this for himself. uh, let's look at another story. What is going on here? Why am I so small? Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to graduate to and share another story here with all of you. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. And we are sharing, and we're stopping screen sharing, and then we're sharing again because I don't know what's happening here. Bear with me. Okay. Do we have that on the screen? Yes, we do. Good job. Now, let's look at another story, and this is a story of one of my clients, a client who I've helped for many, many years, over different things and different times, and like she's come to a wonderful stage for herself, right? So this is a woman very troubled. She married against her parents' wishes, very troubled. She got married, um, and she thought she was in love, but it turned out to be a narcissistic relationship, and she didn't know that for like 15 years. She just thought something was wrong with her, and she kept fixing herself, trying to do things, etc., but still feeling empty, sad, disconnected, upset with the partner, and unsure of herself, and confidence broken, and so many things, and raised two girls. And then after the girls left home, she had more time to think about things. She came across one of my videos where I was talking about toxic relationships, and she joined my program to heal from that toxic relationship. Yes. And when she joined that program to heal from a toxic relationship, she uh, learned many skills over there, right? Where she learned how to be sure in herself. She learned how to self partner. She learned how to be there for herself. She learned how to not react to all those different things that he was doing to her. She created her own personality, which was strong, heal strong from the inside out. And by the way, we have special offers for the Heal Strong program as well. I'll announce that on Thursday and Friday. So she did that for herself. She worked on herself. And when she worked on herself and she worked on her mindset and she changed her energy, all those hooks that she had because of which he could attack her, hook her in, disturb her, trouble her, etc., she didn't have any of those hooks anymore. And as she changed her energy, her partner stopped bothering her. And the way he stopped bothering her was that he just stopped bothering her. One thing is he got distracted because he got distracted with some other projects at work. So this is how energy works. So this is how karma works, right? He got distracted in all of these different projects and things like that. And somehow when he just, the energy vibration wasn't matching because she had worked on herself. So the whole relationship karma changed here. She was able to edit it. She was able to break free from it. And then he got busy in his own things. And even when he was not busy, he just treated her with respect and did not bother her. Did he completely become a beautiful, loving person? Maybe not. But was he bothering her like the way he used to? No. And what was her emotional state? Yay. And she was, able to focus on whatever work she was doing. So so this is about learning again. In the first story with Mark Wallen, we learned about how the importance of learning your karmic lesson. Similarly, in the story of my client, again, she learned her karmic lesson. She worked on herself. She worked on her mindset, took full responsibility for what was happening, and she was able to break free from that disturbing karmic arrangement. Yes. Now let's look at another story. Wow, I have a lot of stories today. Now, this is from amazing person's work and his client work that I love to read, and that is by Edgar Casey. And I think he was in the 1800s or early 1900s, and he had some special powers. So so there was this person who came to him who was very, very troubled because he had no confidence. He was completely broken inside, and he couldn't hold on to a partner. Every partner would leave him. But this is like early 1900s, I think, or whenever Edgar Casey was active. And this person came to him very troubled that, oh, and my father and his father was so critical, always criticizing him, always making him feel like really low, making him feel terrible about himself, and all of that happening. And as Edgar Casey, because he was gifted, he was able to go through and understand what was happening. And through some regressions that he did, he was able to figure out that this person, a few lifetimes ago, was a book critic. Yes. So he was a book critic who had destroyed many people and their careers and their because of his critique of their books. He had broken many people's confidence, he had broken many people's careers, he had destroyed their spirit, because of which they had didn't have any partners that would stay on with them because they were so broken and depressed. And he got great pleasure in criticizing others. And the lesson he got was that, hey, you're surrounded in this situation because of your critical nature. And your lesson in this lifetime is to learn how to see people and accept people for who they are with all your love and all your compassion. And this man, he took that instruction to heart, and he worked on himself, and he changed himself, and he edited his own way of doing things, and he started loving people genuinely, developing unconditional love in the heart for everyone. And as he learned his lesson, his father's nature towards him transformed, right? So these are three different stories I've shared with you where there is some difficulty that they are facing, whether it's a physical difficulty or an emotional difficulty, uh, or a relational difficulty. And by going deeper and by understanding the lessons they need to follow in their life, they were able to edit out their karma. They were able to rise above, break free from that relationship karma, and experience a better life. Now, you may argue with me that, Namita, in the first story and the last story, they were told what they needed to do, right? Oh, in the first story, he wasn't told you have a relationship karma coming over generations and lifetimes. That's something he discovered later, but he was told to go and fix his relationship with his parents. You don't need a guru to tell you that. If your relationship with your parents is not in its right space, um, that's a lesson there for you. What can you do to fix it while taking care of yourself and while being self-loving? What can you do to still reconnect? Because they, in the family constellation system, they're always going to be higher, you're always going to be lower, and the energy has to flow from higher to lower. And when you block that energy flowing because we get disconnected, then we don't feel nurtured and we're lost and we have a lot of different problems. Now, in the last story, he went through a regression with the world renowned Edgar Casey, whom we're still talking about after more than 100 years. And he got his answer. And he was like, I should maybe go for past life regression. Well, the second story, she didn't go for past life regression. And the first story also, he didn't go for past life regression. And this mindset that we have that, oh, only if I watch season one, I can understand season two. Yeah, that's when you're watching a story, right? But if we're intelligent, we understand that the reason I'm undergoing all of this in season two is there was a season one, or I'm in season 10 right now, and there was season 1 to 9. And just by observing a pattern that is repeating in your life, or some troublesome relationship that trouble in that relationship is not going away, or that same pattern of trouble you experience in various relationships, is enough indication for us to know what is our karmic lesson, right? Like this second lady that I talked about, she took full responsibility of her situation and of her happiness, not condoning what her husband was doing to her, but she took charge of her happiness. She came out of that victimhood, and that's what transformed. Now, why does it work this way? It works this way because very simple. The karma comes back to you for us to learn our lesson. That's the only purpose. When we learn our lesson, there's no purpose for that karma. So that bad karma dissolves itself, right? There's no reason for those planets to come and, send you that karma that you're responsible for the areas of life that they are responsible for. And then when they see that you've already learned your lesson, etc., they withdraw that energy of that negative karmic reaction coming to you. So therefore, learning that karmic lesson is very important, and a lot of us can just observe in our life, and instead of fighting, and I know it's very painful and I know it's very hard, and therefore you need to first heal yourself. And therefore we have the Heal Strong program as well, we have the Self Mastery Academy as well, we have the Self Love program that's on promotion as well, right? There's so many programs, but we have to overcome, from that space of victimhood, and we have to come to a point of taking responsibility and learning our lesson and editing our life. I have seen massive changes in my life as I've done that. I've seen massive changes in the lives of my clients whom I coach one-on-one, in identifying and unworking these, and I've seen massive changes in the lives of people who have gone through the Break Free from Relationship Karma modules. Right now we've wrapped it and we're doing a wider launch, but we've always had it for our existing members, and they've been using it. Yes. So this is very important. Now I want you to consider a few more things, right? Let's look at this. Now, why quick remedies do not work? Now, one way in which people like to edit their relationship karma is by getting an astrological consultation. And you look at the astrological consultation and you're like, yeah, I'm under this transit. And that means I'm getting this, or this planet for me is weak. So let me do this remedy and then strengthen the planet. And what we never get into is, what is that planet? Is it this that planet is weak and I'll appease the planet and things will be better? The planet is in charge for giving you that karma for that area of life for which they are in charge. Now, if say you did not take care of your subordinates very well in your previous lifetime, this lifetime your Saturn is going to be weak. The remedy is, oh, my Saturn is weak. I'm going to go to Hanumanji Mandir, Hanuman temple, on Shani temple on Tuesday, or Hanuman, whatever we go to, and on Tuesday and Saturday, and I'm going to, offer oil over there and black sesame seeds, right? And you'll be like, yeah, it's done. I gave it to Saturn. Saturn should be happy. No, Saturn is a person who's in charge of that function. Why would you think that all the karma you did is going to get satisfied by that oil and that sesame seeds? No, they're looking for you to have the right mindset of repentance, of seeking forgiveness, and that's when it's going to work. But it still doesn't work because it's like a mad elephant path. You may do those remedies and you may have that repentance. You haven't learned the lesson. So it's like an elephant takes a very nice bath. Yes, beautiful bath, goes into the pond, has a beautiful bath, then comes outside and then sprays dust again all over its body. So, what was the point of the bath? Similarly, you do those quick remedies, but you haven't changed your mindset. You haven't edited your beliefs. You haven't edited your thoughts like these three people did, the stories that I shared with you. And then the karma remains because you didn't learn your lesson. You didn't elevate yourself. Yes. So, that's what we want to do. And I know it's hard. I know it's painful. I know it's difficult, but that's the law of the universe and that's how things work. And it takes a lot of humility and it takes a lot of healing first, lots and lots of healing, many years of healing first from those difficult relationships, to come to a point where you can be feel calm. And then when you feel calm is when you can take responsibility for your own past actions. Before that, it's very difficult when you're in pain, and therefore healing is important. And we have the self-love program for that, we have the Heal Strong program for that. Now there are some people who aren't in difficult relationships right now, who aren't going through anything terrific, but there are some single people out here who have joined this talk today and who are looking to get married, right? When people were registering, I was looking at the intent of why people have registered. Now, some of you may have registered because you're looking to get a partner, you're looking to get married, and you're like, yeah, I've never had any issues in my life, so I don't know if I have any relationship karma or anything. Well, you may not have, and that's great, right? But one thing to reflect on is, think about if you had some repeated run ins with people, right? And if you've had those repeated run ins with people with the same issues, better to work on that mindset, that healing, that seeking forgiveness, that whole the multi-pronged approach that we teach in the course. And I'll share some tips with you. Is why, because then you're free from that and you have a wonderful relationship with the person you marry. So therefore, now let's look at what's needed, right? Let's look at what's needed here. So yes, breaking free from your relationship karma, it's possible, but it needs a multi-pronged approach. So these are the three steps that you need to work upon. One thing is recognizing the karmic lesson that you need to follow, that you need to fix, right? Like as these three people, they were able to recognize that. You don't need to go to a past life regressionist. You don't need to do any of those. By looking at the pattern of your life, you can recognize your karmic lesson. Now, one thing is to know the karmic lesson. I had a client one time, and he told me that the reason I'm in this problem in my life is because I did this in my previous life, and I did the astrological remedy, and I think now I'm good. I won't have this problem in my life. And it turned out that when it came time to achieve the goal of that particular thing, he repeated the same action that he had done in his previous life. Exact same action, elephant bath, right? So the mindset and the belief system hadn't changed. So the second step that needs to happen is that your mindset, your inner scripts need to be rewritten. Your past needs to be healed, right? Wherever there's a sense of lack or sense of pain, because you don't want to operate from that. So when your so second thing is in this multi-pronged approach is to work on mindset change and healing. And the third thing is genuinely feeling repentant, seeking atonement, and seeking forgiveness for our actions. Now, when you do these three things, you can break free from relationship karma and experience peace, experience love, experience bliss, like these three people that I talked about in the examples that I talked about today. And there is a special offer for you. We're doing this 4-day live training as a part of my promotions for the pre Black Friday sale that I have. And we have this course being launched publicly for the first time for everyone widely. Our students get it, some of them, and now we're putting it out for everyone because it needed to be put and designed, and a lot of things had to be done, and like we're ready with that. Me and my team worked hard on this. So you have a launch promo offer with the coupon code Black Friday. If you use that, you get $100 or rupees 10,000 off till November 17th, 10 a.m. PST or 11:30 p.m. IST. This is part of the Ease Black Friday sale. It's an 8-week program where you get access to a course, various different modules, and you get access to a community. And there are some fast action bonuses that are available till November 15th, 10 a.m. PST, 11:30 p.m. IST, which is a group coaching call worth $250 with me, where you get access to me and you get access to coaching, where you can get clarity on these karmic lessons and patterns that you need to work upon and get coached in that session. The second thing is you will get a guided meditation to break free from relationship karma worth $99, and you're going to get my contact list, a beautiful contact list that's going to help you. And yes, it's possible because the modules are just amazing. These are the modules here, as and I've shared this link already, and the coupon code is here too. So if you go on the link, you can see the coupon code. Use Black Friday to get the launch offer, $100 or rupees 10,000 off. Now, when you go further, you'll see what are the different modules included in this. All that I talked about is included in this program. So first thing is just even to understand karma. Why do bad things happen to good people? And to be really clear on that, because what happens in this thing of relationship karma is that even if you understand the concept, but if you're still holding on to resentment against the people around you, the relationship karma won't heal. So when you understand things and you heal that anger and resentment and you accept things with grace is when things get better for you. So that's what you learn in this course. Then in module 2, it is have you learned your karmic lesson. So this module is all about you identifying your karmic lesson and working on letting go of those mindsets and bad habits and beliefs and all of that, right? So you're overcoming those negative karmic cycles. The third is to actually do some steps. It's one thing is you learn the karmic lesson, but then there are added steps on clearing your relationship karma, and there are exercises for that. So there are some very specific exercises that you do over that week, and you are prompted every week. You get an email from us about what you need to do that particular week. And lastly, you have the module on forgiveness, karma, healing, and you, of making peace with your past relationships, past life relationships, this life relationship, and truly being forgiving inside, but that's possible when you have healed. So we have a little bit of healing here as well in this program. And you get these bonuses that I talked about. One group coaching session with me, $250, Ho'oponopono guided meditation for 99, and my inner contact list is priceless. You get access to the best astrologer who can help you with this. You get the contact of the Ayurvedic doctor I use. You get the contact of the healer that I recommend for my clients, and then also a handwriting and signature analyst who can help you with from that angle as well. So it's like a very holistic approach to help you feel lifted up. The course itself is so fantastic, and plus there are these special bonuses for those who sign up before November 15th, as I said here. And of course, the promotional price of $149 or 14,900 rupees for an 8-week program is valid till November 17th, 10 a.m. PST, 11:30 p.m. IST. The actual course price is $250 or 9,900 rupees. Sorry, 24,900 rupees. That's the wrong price over there. And the actual course is worth much more because each of these modules, the 4 modules, are priced at $200 each if they're bought separately. But in the bundle, we're giving all of that plus the bonuses for $250. And if you buy it during this pre Black Friday sale, you're getting it for $150 or 14,900 rupees. So, those of you who are looking to work on yourself, please do that and make sure you get these special offers. And I want you to know that breaking free from relationship karma is possible. And as we discussed today, quickly summarizing, it's about recognizing the karmic lesson, it's about mindset change and healing, and it's about proper atonement and forgiveness. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to see you tomorrow on day 3 of our challenge, of our live event, which is about create the lasting love of your dreams. Yesterday, I talked about self love and how that's important to create lasting love in your life. And today, I talked about break free from karmic relationships, from your relationship karma, so that all of this is, healed in your life, so that you can have beautiful, loving relationships. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about marriage secrets that nobody tells you about and that are important principles for us to consider in order to have a happy partner relationship or marriage. And on the 4th day, I'm going to talk about whether it's possible to have a loving relationship with anybody after one has gone through a very toxic relationship. So that's what we're doing. And for each of these days, there are special promotions tied. For tomorrow, I don't have any special promotions, but you still have access to getting the self-love course and the break free from relationship karma course. And for Friday is the heal strong from toxic narcissistic abuse. All of them are on special offers till November 17th, 10:30 a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. PST and 11:30 p.m. IST. So take advantage, and I look forward to serving you inside these programs. Bye bye.